Hey guys, welcome back to a Dirty Table and an episode of My Favorite Games. Today we are going to be reviewing a game that I finished somewhat recently and that I talked about in another video, my PS1 Gaming Memories video, which is in the description. So check out that video if you want. Today's game is Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue, and as I said in my PS1 Memories video, this might seem like a little bit of a weird choice, but I'm hoping by the end of this video I can convince you to buy this. Sorry, I had a little bit of a brain fart there. So, this is a PlayStation 1 game. It was released in 99, I think? Maybe 2001? Nope, 1999, so it is a very popular game. A lot of people had this when they were kids. When I was playing it, actually, my brother walked past, like, oh yeah, I remember that one. So it's pretty it's a pretty nostalgic game for some people. At the time of making this video, you could get a copy of an Australian version for about $30 online, so it's not super cheap. But as with anything that has nostalgia and a limited supply, of course, prices are going to be somewhat high. However, if you live in the Americas, you can get this game for like $10, which is a fantastic deal because this is like a this game goes for like 7 or 8 hours. It's pretty long for a kid's title. The story of the game is basically that of the movie. Woody gets kidnapped slash bought at a yard sale, and he gets taken. Sorry, he gets taken away by some fat guy to live in a cardboard box somewhere as part of his collection. You know, it's kind of like what I do here. Yeah, am I really any worse than that fat guy? From one fat guy to another? You decide, but he gets taken away, and it's up to Buzz Lightyear to save him. The world is sort of open. It's a 3D action platformer where it's behind your character, not like third person over the shoulder, but just third person with the camera behind them. And as you run around, the camera follows you. The camera isn't the best. It can get a little wonky in places, but it's a PlayStation 1 game. You have to expect that, unfortunately. The gameplay is really good. You go around shooting enemies in the game, and that's basically most of it. You run around this kind of, it's not really open world, but it's like an open space. Like if you're in a house, you can explore the entire house. You can go up to the attic, you can go down to the basement. You can go into the garage, you can explore the living room and the kitchen, you know? You can do all of that. Not very professional. I'm not very good at this whole reviewing thing. So you go around, you shoot enemies, and what's cool about this game is you can do missions for characters in the game, and they're like characters from the movie. So in each level, like you can collect 50 coins and then go to the piggy bank character, and he'll give you a token, and you need a token to unlock the next level, but if you don't have enough tokens, you can't get to another level, so you have to kind of get all of the tokens. You don't have to get all of them, but you have to get a certain amount before you can, before it's really beneficial to move on. Because, like, if you only collect one token in the first level, one token in the second level, then you're not going to be able to unlock, like, later levels, if that makes sense, you know, like, there are a total of 5 tokens to collect in each level, and it's not that hard to really collect all of them. They're usually split up into the piggy bank token, which you get by getting 50 coins, the find 5 of X token, where you have to find 5 little characters and return them to one big character, the mini boss, which you have to beat a mini boss, the one that says hidden in a place that's hard to get to, and one that's a kind of random puzzle that you have to complete in order to get the token. And sometimes that will be a time trial, or maybe it'll be a logic puzzle or something like that. Like in one level, you're mixing paint and you have to create the right color to get the token. But yeah, all of the levels are very varied. The first level, you start off, you're in a house. The second level, you're in like a park. The third level, you're in a, what was it? Third level, you're in like a construction site. Fourth level, you're in like a toy store. And you go all the way to like this big airport level, and the airport level is really big. And it's a really good game. It's sectioned off into two levels plus a boss battle. So you have the first two levels, which are the open world levels, and then the third level will be a boss battle, and it repeats that until the end. And the boss battles aren't too difficult. You basically have to just find their weakness and shoot them with a laser. Like some of them won't be vulnerable to the laser shot. Some of them will be. Like some of them you'll have to hit with a spin attack in order to damage them. But yeah, you'll figure it out fairly quickly. It's a very intuitive game. You know, it has a challenge, but like it's not like super difficult. This is one you could sit down and play with your kids, and they'll really enjoy it too. Um, the music's pretty good. It has a lot of voice clips from the movie, which is nice. You know, if you've seen the movie, you know it's a really good movie. Sometimes the voice clips kind of get on your nerves, like because they never ever stop talking. Like every time he kills an enemy, he has to say something funny. It's a little bit annoying like that, but graphics are pretty good. You know, they're definitely PlayStation 1 graphics, but because they have that kind of cartoony look about them, they still look pretty good today. And anything else I want to talk about this game? I think I kind of explained most of it. This isn't a super long review, but it doesn't really need to be. This is a pretty simple game, but it's fun. That's really the point of this. It's a fun game, so if you like Toy Story, definitely give this one a try. I mean, there's no reason not to if you like Toy Story. For what you're paying, I guess you might as well get an American copy and an American PlayStation 1 to play it on, because like you'll probably still be paying the same price you would have to pay to get an Australian PlayStation 1 and then the copy of this game. So however you play this, it's fine. You can play this on a PS3 as well. That's how I played it with the DualShock controller, and you can switch over from analog controls to the controls with the sticks. Like and switch from playing just like that to just like that, and playing with the joystick is way easier than these buttons, because you can have a lot more movement kind of strategy kind of thing. Don't know what my words are today. Yeah, the controls are pretty good. Sometimes they're a little janky, like you'll go to jump on a thing to climb up it, and you'll just completely miss, and like you'll see it. Your character will like phase through the item and then just not grab it. Like, so you have to be kind of specific with the jumps there, but that's okay because it doesn't really take away from the game. I think like there are a lot of platforming sections, but a lot of them are really really fair. Like if you fall down from a platform, often it'll just be your fault. Like every now and again, the character won't latch onto something and climb up, but most of the time he will. So if you screw up, you kind of feel it's your fault, and you're willing to get back on that horse and try and get back up onto that platform. So yeah, that's all for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I can convince a couple of people to go out and buy this game, because it's a pretty good game. As for what's next for the series, probably Bad Mojo, which I also beat recently, which is a fucking disgusting game where you play as a cockroach. So yeah, I look forward to that, I guess, and this is Secret of My House, bidding you farewell.
And that's all, folks.